Rivers politics is heating up again, and this latest development may completely change the game ahead of 2027. Imagine waking up to hear that one of the strongest political figures in Rivers State is now facing a serious legal challenge that could shake his governorship ambition before the race even officially begins. We are talking about Hon. Kingsley Okey Chinda. Yes, the same Okey Chinda many people already see as one of the major power players connected to the political structure of former Rivers Governor and current FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. But now there is a fresh storm. A court is reportedly demanding proof, real official proof, that Okey Chinda actually defected from the PDP to the APC and also resigned properly as minority leader in the House of Representatives. And as this story continues to unfold, political tension is rising everywhere. Supporters are worried. Opponents are watching closely. Political analysts are already predicting that this case may become one of the biggest political legal battles in Rivers State ahead of 2027. My people, this is not ordinary politics anymore. This is the kind of political drama that can change alliances overnight, destroy ambitions, and reshape the future of Rivers politics completely. So sit down comfortably, because today we are going deep into this matter. We will break down everything happening, what the court is demanding, why this issue is becoming dangerous politically, how this could affect the APC and PDP calculations in Rivers State, and why many people believe powerful political interests are already moving behind the scenes. And if you love political updates and real Nigerian political gist like this, quickly like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because the political season is getting hotter every single day. Now let us get straight into the story. The entire controversy started after reports emerged that the Speaker of the House of Representatives, RT, Hon. Tajuddin Abbas, was asked to provide official parliamentary records showing that any letter announcing Okey Chinda's resignation as minority leader and his alleged defection from the PDP to the APC was formally read on the floor of the House. Now pause there for a moment. This is where the matter starts becoming very serious. In Nigerian politics, defection from one political party to another is not just something you announce casually during interviews or political gatherings. There are official constitutional and parliamentary procedures involved, especially for someone occupying a leadership position in the National Assembly. The records must exist, there must be official documentation, there must be parliamentary acknowledgement. And according to the people behind this lawsuit, they are saying those records are either unavailable or unclear. The suit was reportedly filed at the Federal High Court in Abuja by the Incorporated Trustees of the Association of Legislative Drafting and Advocacy Practitioners. They are seeking to stop INEC from recognizing Okey Chinda as an APC governorship aspirant. Now, this alone is enough to create political panic, because once a matter like this enters the courtroom, it automatically becomes bigger than ordinary political gossip. It becomes a legal issue. And in Nigeria, we all know that legal technicalities have changed political destinies many times before. Some politicians have won elections and later lost everything in court because of documentation issues. Others have been removed over party membership controversies. So people are not taking this lightly at all. What exactly are the plaintiffs saying? From the information currently circulating, they are reportedly arguing that there is no publicly available legislative evidence confirming that Okey Chinda officially defected from the PDP to the APC or properly resigned from his leadership role as minority leader. And immediately this argument surfaced, political conversations exploded across Rivers State. Because this raises many sensitive questions. Did the defection actually happen officially? Was due process followed? Was the House formally notified? Was the resignation letter truly read? Were parliamentary procedures completed properly? Or is there more happening behind the scenes than Nigerians currently know? These are the exact questions many political observers are now asking. And let us be honest here, Rivers politics is never simple. Rivers State has become one of the most politically charged states in Nigeria over the last few years. Since the fallout between Governor Siminalayi Fubara and Nyesom Wike, the state has practically remained in permanent political tension. Every move now carries political meaning. Every statement becomes controversial. Every alliance creates suspicion. And because Okey Chinda is believed to be politically close to the Wike camp, this latest court action is naturally attracting even more attention. Some analysts are already saying this may not just be an ordinary legal challenge. They believe it could be connected to larger political calculations ahead of the 2027 governorship race. Remember, 2027 may still look far away, but in Nigerian politics, the battle usually starts very early. Political structures are already being built. Alliances are already forming. Potential candidates are already positioning themselves quietly. And once somebody starts looking politically strong, opposition forces usually begin searching for weaknesses that can slow them down. That is why this court case is becoming such a major discussion. Because if the court eventually finds procedural irregularities surrounding the alleged defection, it could create serious legal complications. Some stakeholders are already speculating that this matter could even grow into a disqualification battle later in the political process if not handled carefully. Now imagine the political implication of that. Imagine spending years building political influence only for legal technicalities to suddenly become an obstacle. That is why many people loyal to Okey Chinda are reportedly very concerned about how this issue develops in the coming days. At the same time, opponents are watching with serious interest because politics is a game of strategy. And in Nigerian politics, courtrooms have become part of the political battlefield. Now let us talk about the role of the Speaker of the House of Representatives in this matter. The court reportedly wants parliamentary records showing whether any letter regarding Chinda's resignation and defection was formally read during plenary. That means official House records may now become extremely important evidence. And this is where things can get delicate, because parliamentary records are not ordinary documents. They carry institutional weight. Whatever is officially recorded in the National Assembly becomes part of the legislative history of Nigeria. So if those records clearly exist, Chinda's camp may feel more confident. But if there are inconsistencies, missing procedures, or unclear documentation, political opponents may continue using the controversy to attack his credibility. Now, as of the time this story broke, neither Okey Chinda himself nor the leadership of the House of Representatives had officially responded publicly to the latest developments. And that silence is also fueling more speculation. You know how Nigerian politics works. Whenever there is silence during controversy, people begin creating their own interpretations. Some people are saying the matter is being handled quietly behind closed doors. Others believe legal teams are carefully preparing responses before speaking publicly. And some political observers think this may simply be the beginning of a longer political and legal battle that could continue for months. But regardless of where anybody stands politically, one thing is obvious. Rivers politics is entering another dramatic phase. And let us not ignore another important angle here, INEC's role. Because the lawsuit is reportedly seeking to stop INEC from recognizing Okey Chinda as an APC governorship aspirant. That automatically pulls the Electoral Commission into the controversy. And once INEC becomes involved, the political stakes become even higher. Because party recognition, candidacy validation, and eligibility questions are extremely sensitive matters in Nigeria's electoral system. This is why many lawyers and political analysts are closely following the proceedings. Now, there are also people arguing that the entire matter may eventually amount to nothing serious. Some supporters insist this is merely political pressure designed to distract or weaken Chinda politically. They argue that until the court reaches a final decision, nobody should jump to conclusions. And honestly, that is also an important point. Because in politics, accusations alone do not automatically determine guilt or innocence. The court process still has to unfold. Evidence still has to be presented. Arguments still have to be made. And legal interpretations may ultimately decide the direction of the case. But despite all that, the political impact is already happening. Public perception matters heavily in politics. Even before a court delivers judgment, controversies can shape narratives, influence alliances, and affect public confidence. And this is why many people are now asking whether this issue could affect early support calculations ahead of 2027. Will political allies remain united? Will opposition camps become stronger? Will new alliances emerge? Will this controversy strengthen or weaken Okey Chinda politically? These are the questions dominating political conversations right now. And let us not forget how unpredictable Rivers politics can be. Today's ally can become tomorrow's opponent. Today's political crisis can suddenly become tomorrow's negotiation table. Power equations change very quickly. That is why this case is attracting attention far beyond Rivers State itself. Even national political observers are monitoring it closely because Rivers remains one of Nigeria's most politically influential states. Now imagine if this issue escalates further. Imagine if more documents begin surfacing publicly. Imagine if fresh political accusations start flying around. Imagine if rival political camps begin using this controversy aggressively during future campaigns. That could completely reshape the political atmosphere heading into 2027. And one thing Nigerians know very well is this: once election season begins approaching, every controversy becomes political ammunition. No statement is ignored, no legal issue is forgotten, no political weakness goes unnoticed. That is the reality of Nigerian politics today. And honestly, many ordinary Rivers citizens are probably wondering something simple right now. Who exactly is telling the full truth? Was every proper procedure followed or not? Because at the end of the day, facts and documentation will matter greatly inside the courtroom. Not political emotions, not social media arguments, not rumors, but actual evidence. That is why all eyes are now turning toward the next court proceedings. People want to see what documents may be presented. People want to know whether official parliamentary records truly exist. People want clarity. And until that clarity comes, the political tension will likely continue growing. Now, let me also say this situation once again shows how deeply connected law and politics have become in Nigeria. Nowadays, political battles are no longer fought only during campaigns. They are fought in courts. They are fought through legal interpretation. They are fought through constitutional arguments. And sometimes, the courtroom becomes even more important than the campaign ground itself. That is exactly why this Okey Chinda matter is receiving massive attention already. Because depending on how events unfold, it could become one of the defining political legal stories ahead of Rivers 2027. So my people, what do you honestly think about this whole situation? Do you believe this is simply political distraction? Do you think the court case may seriously affect Okey Chinda's political future? Or do you believe everything will eventually be resolved without major consequences? Drop your opinions in the comment section because this discussion is far from over. And if you enjoyed this political update, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications because more explosive Nigerian political stories are coming very soon. One thing is certain, Rivers politics is getting hotter, the courtroom drama is intensifying, and Nigerians will be watching every single move very closely in the days ahead.